Hello, traders. Welcome back and thank you for joining me for this week's Live Room Weekend Review. The overall theme for this week, especially in the ratio room, would have to be trade what you see. Or, I guess to put it simple, follow your plan. Just follow your plan. And we had a great discussion come up in the live room when I was involved in a trade going bearish on the euro dollar, and I actually got a valid signal to be bullish on the pound dollar at the same time. And we took a while to talk about market correlations and basically some of the myths that traders believe. Whereas if I'm going long the dollar on this pair, there's no way I should be going long or no way I should be going short the dollar on any other pair. And although correlations do exist and they should be recognized to a certain extent, at the end of the day, you just got to follow your plan and trade what you see on the chart. So I recorded a video about that, and I'll show you guys that in a little bit to see how that all turned out. And also, when I get back, I want to do some house cleaning. Want to show you guys some cool forex art first and foremost, but also want to talk about the the ratio room or the Facebook group page. I just recently closed that down today, and I'm getting a lot of questions about that. So I want to go through the why and what's to come next. But first, check out this video, and I'll see you on the other side. Hey traders, Akil here on a Wednesday. Another slow day in the live room, and again, talk to the live room members about this. It's that time of the year. There's a FOMC meetings about an hour from now, so we've seen the market kind of um, a little bit of movement, but not too much. We were able to catch two trades. You can see I'm in euro dollar short and I'm in pound dollar long. And if you've been in a room with me or been watching my reviews long enough, you'll know that, hey, I have no problem trading these pairs opposite directions. The way I operate is I trade what I see on the chart. If euro dollar gives me a short entry, I'm going to take that short entry. If pound dollar gives me a long entry while euro dollar is short, well, I'm going to take that entry. And you can see we may get stopped out for minimum loss. Actually, we hit target ones. Let me adjust this, and we should be out for a break even. So this is a great example. I'm probably gonna get stopped out as soon as I move this. But a great example. We hit target ones for euro dollar. May get stopped out for break even. So we were able to bank a little bit. Then looking on pound dollar, we just hit target ones as well, and we're shooting up towards target twos. So a perfect example of putting that myth to the side. Oh, you can't go long pound dollar if you're going short euro dollar. You can't take these two pairs that correlate in opposite directions and still make money. Well, you just saw it with your own two eyes. We just did. And it's all because we traded our plan. We traded what we saw on each individual chart. We didn't look at the look at the yen, then look at dollar yen, then look at the dollar index, then look at the euro yen in comparison. We looked at euro dollar, traded what we saw in there, looked at pound dollar, traded what we saw in there, and result was two winners. So want to bring that up. I think it's a great example, and hopefully it can make some type of change in your trading. Also, one more quick thing. We entered this trade in a double bottom here, and I won't get into too much detail. But what the market did was break and close below our original entry. And basically, it told us that, hey, there's a good chance that this market is going to continue down. Now, when this scenario happens, I talk to my traders about something we call a graceful exit, where if the market gives you a reason or gives you a new structure level that allows you to make different analysis, if the market spikes back up to your break-even point, you can just exit the trade for a scratch trade, break even. Now, although this is a good rule, it will keep you out of some losers. But on the other hand, it will keep you out of some winners as well. And here's a great example why I don't personally use it. The market did spike down. Fortunately, we had our stops in a safe place. Took a little pain, stopped some of the rookie traders out that were hiding stops 2 or 3 pips below entry. And now rocketed up, give us some profit on target 1 at 618, looking for target 2s to come into our DSR levels up here. So two good lessons today. One about correlations between pairs and trading what you see on each individual chart, and another on the importance of placing stop smarts, the importance of placing smart stops, and also sticking to your plan throughout thick and thin, and not getting emotionally wrecked if everything doesn't go your way right away. Hey traders, Akil here once again. Just wrapped up Thursday's session, and as you can see, there's a lot of clutter on my charts. Today was a dream day for ratio traders. Lots of harmonic patterns. If I had to remember off the top of my head, we saw about and identified about 7 ciphers today. 7 ciphers, a Gartley, 2 bats, a lot out there. I'm gonna fix these up a little bit, make it a little neater, and I'll take you through some of the stuff we got involved in. Obviously, the market is still moving. We've got New Zealand dollar coming down for a bat pattern. We've got an aggressive C on the Aussie that just would have hit target 1, target 2 at the bat pattern completion. Even on the range bars, we've got double bats on pound dollar. You know, we've got entry techniques whether the market goes up or the market goes down, which is pretty neat. Either way, we know what we're doing. Identify, predict, decide, execute. What we had earlier today is, I'll show you this cipher pattern winner here on euro dollar. We took it about right here on this spike, got filled, rolled over for target ones, bada boom, bada bing, money in the bank. Same thing on euro yen. Can't see it now, but we had a small cipher in here, X to A to B, B to C, C to D was right here as well. Let me make this a different color for you. Bang. There we go. A little easier to see. I told you, lots of ciphers. We're now looking at a few different other patterns as well. But sold it similar to the euro dollar. And this was right as the room opened. Took this down for target 1. So we start the day with 2 target 1 winners. Great trading. And the members of the room were very on point. I spent a lot of time talking, and they were shooting me, hey, cipher here, hey, bat pattern here, look at that, look at this, and it was pretty neat to see. All in all, a very positive day, I think, and we got a lot out of the live room, and that's what I like to see. I'm not too concerned about getting a certain amount of trades per day, or how many wins and how much I'm up for the month. That's going to come. And the traders in the room understand that it's not a room where you come into, where you shouldn't come in just to see if you can make some profit. It's a room where you should come in to try and learn. And it always makes me feel good when I know that traders are taking that next step in their trading career. So, pretty good day, and we made some profit on top of that, which is a plus. And we'll see what happens tomorrow on Friday. See if we can keep this thing going. Okay, traders, I hope you enjoyed that. Now, before I get into the Ratio Room group page, I want to show you some Forex art I've been working on. And if you guys have been following me on Facebook, then you know I've been playing around with Instagram or these other photo editing softwares. But looking at this picture right here, it's a great example of what we call getting in the market's OODA loop. And this is something we did in the live room this morning. Now, I don't think any of these patterns, at least by the time we closed the live room, none of these ended up completing. But with the traders in the room, we sat down, we took a look at Aussie dollar, and we said, hey, what could complete? We're already involved in or at least the syndicate members were involved in a bigger bat pattern. I put out a video for syndicate members earlier about a smaller Gartley pattern, and as we looked at the chart, we just said, hey, well, what if this happens? What if the market goes up? Well, then we can have another Gartley pattern. Well, what if the market goes down? Well, then we have this bat pattern. What if the market goes up but not as far up? Well, then we have a butterfly pattern, and it's great practice on making those predictions. And as long as you can stay one step ahead of the market, then you know you're on the right track. Then there's no hesitation, there's no anxiety, there's not as much anxiety when the market does get to that point. IPDE, identify, predict, decide, execute. And that's something that we teach in our courses, and one of the things that's been ingrained in my head for almost everything in life. Now to the group page, did shut that down. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to give any prior notice, but it was a decision that we felt was best to shut it down right away. And the Facebook group page was a group page that consisted of about 300 traders. It started off as just Ratio Room members, and as it evolved, we started accepting more and more people into the discussion. Now, what also happens with that, and anyone familiar with trading forums, is it gets really hard to regulate, and the more people that we invite in, well, the lesser the quality of material comes. And we've came to the conclusion that, well, there's a lot of material or a lot of content on that page that didn't reflect us well. And we didn't want to spread the wrong message to traders out there, especially the newer ones that come on to something like that and believe every trader out there. You know, so it stinks in the short term, but in the long run, I think it's the best thing. Now next year, there are going to be a lot of big changes going on, and we hope to be able to bring something like that. I don't think it'll be the same, but maybe something similar. We hope to be able to generate something like that. But in the meantime, if not, just simply, if you want to still follow me, simply follow me on my Facebook page, and that's Akil Stokes, Trader. And I'm going to start working on posting more and giving more updates of the live room and stuff like that. So again, for the 300 odd members that were on the group page, I apologize, but it's something that we felt had to be done. And we're looking long term with this thing. We always want to do what's best for the trader. So thank you for enjoying this week's live room review, and I'll see you next week. We got one more week of trading left in the live room, then we're taking a little break, and then we're gonna come back in January and working on a lot of big changes for January. So we're gonna try and take the live room to the next level, which is pretty exciting. So for live room members, I'll see you bright and early on Tuesday. For syndicate members, I'll see you next time we get a setup on the swing trading time frames. And for the rest of you guys, I'll see you next week for the live room weekend review. Take care.